Oh, that's much louder than it should be. So I'm going to lower that again. I think, yeah, right there. Okay. So, you know what? Let me just look it up right now. Because I mean, what can I say? Is just one of those things where you're just like, oh shit. All right then. So it has been over 1 year since I've posted anything on this channel. Yeah, it's been 1 year. I don't even know how to So I was on a good roll. I made 3 videos and they were up and it was like informative and they were good and I got like 100 views. I know it was a lot. It was crazy. Well, at the end of that time, a lot of things started to happen. Like, not just in my life, but kind of in my process of journaling. Regardless, I ended up taking almost an entire year off of bullet journaling. I didn't really journal much, whether it was just like being stressed out about certain things, working. I was just never dedicating the time to pull out my journal and get as creative as I was getting, or I was just so unmotivated. So here, let's talk about something real quick. So you clicked on this video because you're probably trying to figure out how to get back into bullet journaling, or you've just haven't cracked your journal open in a few months. For me, it was almost a year. So yeah, this is sort of what happened to me. I eventually stopped tracking my tasks in my journal. I would miss a habit, I would miss a task, I'd feel kind of bad, I would stop doing it for 1 day, then I would miss the next day, and I'd be like, it's not too bad. I would go in, do it the third, miss another 3. Little by little, I ended up missing more and more and more. So eventually I just started feeling bad about like going back. I'm like, oh, it's been too long. Like there's, I'll just wait till next month to restart. And then, the third of that month would come and I would be behind. I hadn't posted anything on my Instagram. I didn't post anything about like my cover page. I'd be like, all right, I'll just pick up the slack again next month. And so you keep in this endless cycle of, yeah, I'm going to just keep picking it up eventually. And you keep feeling worse and worse when you don't, until a year passes. And you realize, well, shit, I haven't been anywhere near as productive as I was. I was doing good on, I was doing well on Instagram. I'm not even getting like 20 likes on my post. Like, it was a lot. It was like the pressure of like trying to post good content alongside of still being productive using my bullet journal. So that's not necessarily the case with everybody, but let's say you missed a few days and it's become a few months, and here we are. So my first tip to you, numero uno, to get back into the groove of bullet journaling is just stop trying to get back into your old journal. Buy a new one. Like, go out right now. You can get these at Barnes & Noble. You can get them at Amazon. You can get them in a lot of places, actually, because the Leuchtrums are actually starting to sell a lot of it. And yeah, just go out and get new supplies. Find a way to get excited about seeing your stationery stuff again. So go out, get new pencils, go out, get new markers, go out, get new washi tape, things that are gonna get you excited to open up your journal again and be like, yeah, this is what I want to do. And that's exactly what I did when I felt unmotivated. Now I have a pink journal that I love and I'm super excited about, and I've been working on it, and I'm in love with it. Like, this was my old one, not that it was bad or ugly. I put a lot of time and effort in this, but I don't know. I started like I don't know if resenting my old designs, or like I just wasn't as enthused to go back to them. So I bought this Jordan journal. My girlfriend actually got me a lot of journals. She was trying to help motivate me to get back into my journaling. So she bought me a bunch of notebooks, and like she really gave me the option to to kind of explore different ways of journaling. And now I'm not saying you have to go out and spend $20 on a journal, because you absolutely don't, but you can get dotted journals now, like art journals at Michael's for $5. Maybe change the paper, change the cover, do something that's going to make you excited to go back to your journal. Don't try to pick up your old one. Leave it as a memory. You finished it, it's over with, it's fine. You can move on. Trust me, nobody is judging you for moving on. Number 2, this is probably one of the biggest ones that affected me, and maybe it's affecting you guys. And it's going to sound a little counterintuitive to one of my last tips. But number 2 is stay away from social media. You're going to want to stay away from social media for a little bit, at least until you get back into the hang of things. And now the counter argument to that is like, I use social media to find inspiration. I use social media to get ideas for spreads. Yeah, trust me, I understand that. But then there's a lot of negatives that come with that. You start comparing your artwork to other artists, you know? And I was lucky that I started bullet journaling when bullet journaling was still kind of in its infancy. You know, there wasn't like 100,000 bullet journal like Instagrams. But because now some of these people are posting like, you know, like quality spreads that can be put up in museums, you know, like they can be put up in art galleries of how good they look. And I'm lucky that, you know, I had really crappy spreads when I first started, and I still have crappy spreads, but I like my crappy spreads. And the thing is, you want to stay away from social media to avoid comparing your style, your art to other people. And I know it's, you try not to, you tell yourself that you don't, but subconsciously you try to imitate something you see on Instagram, but it doesn't come out as well. You feel kind of shitty, and you're no longer motivated to go out and keep journaling. And now that's a really big thing, because, you know, so much of our desire to bullet journal is to share with, you know, the bullet journaling community. We're lucky that we have such a good community and such supportive people. So my third tip to you is join a community. Join a Facebook group. Like, my biggest thing is like stay off of Instagram, because that, it feels like a competition sometimes, you know. A lot of people compare their likes. They'll be like, you know, 17,000 likes and you'll get like 25. And it doesn't mean yours is any less good. It's what works for you. It's what looks good to you, and it's fine. It doesn't need to appeal to everybody. And that's kind of like the pressure that I had to overcome was, yeah, my spreads don't really need to appeal to everyone, and that's fine. I need to start focusing more on the productivity. So my third tip to you is join a community. The 2 places I suggest going, which are a lot of fun, are, you know, the Bullet Journal Junkies Facebook group is really cool. You can really ask any questions that you have, whether you're new, old, you know, a veteran in bullet journaling. If you want to get ideas without necessarily feeling like they're posting it to get recognition, I guess. Like, people post new ideas on there all the time, not just like their artwork. It's really a really cool place, and it's a very welcoming place. It is a closed group though, so you are gonna have to ask for permission to go in. They usually accept, you know, everybody. My second thing is to join the Amino bullet journaling group. The Amino place, like the Amino app, is really good for accepting like new people. So not only do they have wikis on, you know, how to start bullet journaling, how to do certain spreads, etc., but you can post yours up, and, you know, people are super supportive, like regardless of your art level. They're super supportive of your questions. They have polls, they have like giveaways, they have, it's like a little mini blog. So a lot of bullet journalers have posted like little like blog posts on why they do certain things. Everybody's really nice. Like, I have 1,000 followers on Instagram. I had an interaction, or a couple interactions, with the Boosted Journal, and he actually gave me a shout out on the amino app. But he's at like 100 plus. Like, let me give you guys an idea. Yeah, Ricardo is at 132,000 followers. I'm at 1,000, and it felt a lot less intimidating, because you would consider somebody with 100,000 followers to be an influencer. Like, they're an influencer, you know. I'm sure they get a lot of DMs. You know, I can't ask him any questions. I'm scared. No, he's an awesome guy. He was really nice. He's like, it was cool to see another guy like bullet journaling, and we just started talking. And it felt easier on the amino acid. You know, we weren't judged based on our followers and stuff like that. It felt like a genuine community. So tip 2, a little contradictory to tip 3, but stay off of social media and join a genuine community, like somebody close. Even start bullet journaling with your friends, with your significant other, people you can show off your stuff to, but not necessarily feel like you're competing with. And I think that's really important. This is probably the most important tip of them all, okay? And these are my tips to really get you back into it. It's plan ahead, all right? The third one is plan ahead. Now, what I mean by plan ahead is, first, what I did was I accumulated a collection of theme ideas. Now, not everybody's going to run themes. I understand that. I decided I wanted my months to be themed. Now, something I struggled with when I was bullet journaling last year was the fact that I would leave my coming up with my theme to the last second. Then I couldn't think of anything good. Then I just ended up not doing anything, and it was overwhelming. So what I'm telling you is plan ahead. Make some themes lists, and you know, designate a theme to each month. That way, when you get to the month, you know what you're looking for, you know what you're going to do. You could start finding pictures and ideas based on that theme. You know, it saves you a lot of time. Second, you're gonna just want to go for you're aiming to do it, okay? You're not going for perfection. You're not trying to do too much. Just finish it. Do it. Which kind of goes in hand with my fourth tip is, you know, build a habit. So you want to plan ahead and build the habit of bullet journaling. So you want to just do it. You're not aiming to be the best. You're not aiming to just do it. And something that really helped me with this was just going back to the basics. Like, when I mean basics is just go back to doing little check marks, to little to-do lists. You know, you can do your nice headers, but nothing insane. You know, I'm seeing pop out bullet journals, which is awesome, but some people just don't have the hours to dedicate to something like that. And that's really what puts off a lot of people. Puts off. Why does that sound off? Off puts. That's what really turns a lot of people away from their bullet journal. They think it has to be a huge time commitment, when in reality it doesn't. It can be as simple as, you know, Ryder's bullet journaling system. It can be, you know, your simple key, your future log, your daily tasks, and that's it. And I think it's really important to try to stay away from like the big things when you're trying to build that habit. The whole theme thing, like, it's cool. The whole decorating the borders and like the Dutch doors, really cool. But do you have the time? Do you have the energy and do you have the discipline to do that every single day? And that's what you need to ask yourself. You need to really set yourself on what you can do every day and what you want to do every day. Okay, a lot of it comes down to comes down to being disciplined enough to do it every day. Build the habit, plan ahead, and you're going to get back into your bullet journal. Little by little, once you've, you know, built the habit, you can start incorporating some of the deeper things, you know, that the bullet journaling community is known for. You know, you can really start getting to fancy designs, etc., etc. Now, alongside building that journaling habit and like planning ahead, my fifth tip to you is to lay out your supplies. Just like how they tell you to lay out your clothes for the next day, like, you know, your workout clothes for the next day, so you're ready to work out on the next day. Lay out your journal on a desk next to your bed, somewhere that you're going to see it and you're going to remind yourself, okay, I may not want to do it right now, but I know I have to do it. Lay it out with all your supplies, you know, your pens, your notebook, your washi tape, whatever it is. Even having a space dedicated to where you journal every day gives you that peace of mind. You know, you don't have your computer, you don't have your phone, you don't have anything. You just have that space where it's you and your journal. Can really help push your feel, like your desire to journal. And a lot of it comes down to just being disciplined enough to get back into the habit. Once you break that habit, and I'm not saying it's wrong or bad that you break the habit or you fall out of it. It's fine. We're human. None of us are perfect. I would sort of equate it to burnout, you know, a little bit. If you're burned out of doing these crazy themes, these crazy drawings, these crazy like calligraphy things, just step back. Sure, take some time off. I took some time off, and I'm super excited to be back. I'm actually working on a digital journal right now, and I'm working on a physical journal to show you guys. So hopefully my next videos kind of incorporate a little bit of both. But that's where we're at right now. I hope you enjoyed those tips. I hope they help you the way they helped me. Again, my name is ThatJournalingGuy, so thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. This right here is my Instagram, so if you could go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I usually post my spreads and collections on there. And tell me what you thought about this episode in the comments below. So, yeah. I know it's been a while, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and for the people who stayed subscribed, I really appreciate it, and I really hope this video helped. So I will see you guys in the next one.